NBC 15 News at 11 starts now.
Now at 11, the Badgers take the court in Omaha, preparing for their first game of the tourney tomorrow night against Coastal Carolina. Plus, another officer-involved shooting in Milwaukee this morning. The latest details about that investigation. And a fundraising effort for a Janesville man diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer. How you can help make a difference. Good morning. I'm Ashley Matthews. Christine is off in our March Madness coverage. The round of 64 tips off this morning for the popular tournament. 16 games will be played today, with the first game of the tournament scheduled to tip off in just a few minutes. Notre Dame is taking on Northeastern, the #1 overall team in the tournament. Kentucky will play tonight just before 9 o'clock against Hampton. Ohio State and Purdue are also in action today. The Badgers will hit the court today in Omaha in preparation for Coastal Carolina tomorrow night. Tip-off is at 8:20. NBC 15's Amy Flugsopt is there and joins us now with a look at all the excitement.
Welcome to Omaha. We're here at the CenturyLink Center where things are a little quiet right now, but that's all going to change later today. We're actually in the media room where I'm now credentialed to be part of all the March Madness fun. Now, I want to give you a look to see where we're going to be doing a lot of our work here while in Omaha. Take a look. We've got TVs everywhere. That projector is actually going to be broadcasting the games over here on the wall. Now, we're going to take a little walk here. You're going to see a lot of books. Now, this is all to get us up to date on the teams that will be playing today. Everyone from Oklahoma State to Oregon, of course, Coastal Carolina, who the Badgers will be playing. And we need to take a second and look who's on the cover here. Frank Kaminsky, and of course our fearless leader, Bo Ryan, hopefully leading us to a big win today. Now, there are so many different media outlets here from all across the country. Everybody from the New York Times, even down to the tiniest small town newspapers, because everybody wants to get a piece of the action here of March Madness. Now, we're going to take a walk over here to my favorite part of the media room. This may put a little bit into perspective. We've all been busy filling out our brackets over the last couple of days, but check this out. I bet you don't have one of these in your home or office. It is a life-size bracket here, and of course, we're hoping #1 Wisconsin is going to be making its way through the ranks and finally landing here as national champs on April 6th. Now, be sure to stay tuned. All of our coverage, we're going to follow the Badgers all the way to the very end. And as I said, it is the calm before the storm, but I'm going to give you a sneak peek right through these doors. That's where all the action is going to be happening later today. So again, stay tuned to Facebook and Twitter. Follow our journey here as we bring you complete coverage of the Badgers run here in Omaha.
And we'll check back in with our team down in Omaha again during NBC 15 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Pretty mild temperatures expected to finish off our work week, and the sun should return tomorrow across the area. Let's check in with Charlie to see what the rest of today has in store for us. Hi, Charlie.
Hello, and you saw the flag there. Just a little bit of a breeze out there, nowhere near as much wind as we've had around here, and pretty quiet conditions expected into the weekend. Now, we're not going to see a lot of sun today, maybe a few peaks here and there. 46 at noon, 48 at 2, 50 at 4 p.m. That'll be the high. Warmer tomorrow, though. We'll be up around 57 in Madison. Some spots may even hit the 60-degree mark tomorrow. So some pretty nice weather for tomorrow, and a lot of sunshine carries into Saturday as well. I'll have that weekend forecast for you coming up.
Charlie, thank you. Happening today, a Madison judge is holding a hearing on whether to temporarily block Wisconsin's new right-to-work law. The Wisconsin State, AFL-CIO, and 2 local labor unions filed a lawsuit last week, arguing the law amounts to an unconstitutional taking of their property because under the law, workers who don't pay union dues still receive union benefits. They've asked the judge to issue temporary and permanent injunctions blocking the law. State attorneys argue the law isn't an unconstitutional taking of union property since it doesn't remove a single penny from union accounts. Taking a turn now, a Sun Prairie man died this morning after crashing his truck into a tree. It happened just after 2 this morning in Lyons Township. Officials say it appears 25-year-old Earl Finke lost control of his pickup and slid sideways into the tree. He was not wearing his seatbelt and was pronounced dead at the scene. A Milwaukee police officer shot and wounded an armed suspect overnight. It happened just before 2:30 this morning after 2 officers stopped to question 2 men about suspected drug dealing. Police say one suspect ran away while the other pulled out a handgun and fired. One officer fired back, striking the gunman. Neither officer was hurt. Police say the suspect's injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. He was taken to a local hospital. New information on a separate officer-involved shooting, this one out of Marquette County. Officials have identified the man who was shot by police as 56-year-old Terrence Robrand. A woman called 911 Tuesday night saying Robrand was acting bizarre and had just set a vehicle on fire in the driveway. Officers responded to a home on Eagle Avenue in Westfield. When they got there, Robrand reportedly showed a handgun. An officer then fired his weapon. Robrand was not seriously hurt. The Sauk County Sheriff's Department is investigating the shooting. A Janesville man is fighting for his life after being diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer. And now the whole community is coming together to help show support. Brandon Bundy worked for the 911 Rock County Dispatch Center for 7 years. In late January, he was on a trip to Wisconsin Dells with his family when he had to go into emergency surgery to have a tumor removed from his brain. He has recently started the long road of chemotherapy, and the community is joining that effort. A fundraising event, Bowling for Bundy, is taking place Saturday at Black Bridge Bowl in Janesville. The event kicks off at 2, and everyone is welcome to attend and show their support. Around the world, the militant group ISIS is reportedly claiming responsibility for yesterday's deadly attack at Tunisia's National Museum that left 23 people dead and more than 40 others injured. 2 gunmen were also killed, and Tunisian authorities have arrested 9 people in connection with that attack. NBC's Katie Tur reports from London.
As night fell over Tunisia's capital city of Tunis, its people stood in defiance of the terror that was intended to intimidate them. Officials say people were killed as gunmen stormed the popular Bardo Museum. Officials said the gunmen opened fire on the visitors as they got off buses, even hunting some down as they tried to hide. Others were held hostage. As police prepared to confront the gunmen, a few managed to escape, clutching children as they ran. Tunisia's prime minister vowed his country will not succumb to extremism. Speaking in Japan, home to at least 3 of the dead, Michelle Obama offered condolences.
Our hearts go out to the loved ones of those who were lost here in Japan and around the world.
Tunisia has been called a glimmer of light for democracy in the region. It's where the Arab Spring started in 2011. But experts worry this attack, aimed at disrupting vital tourism, will only tempt those in power to turn back to more authoritarian measures to keep control. 3,000 Tunisians are believed to have joined ISIS. That's the most from any one country. The big question is now, will tourists still feel comfortable going back there? Katie Tur, NBC News, London.